Today is very auspicious day, Disappearance Day of Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, dear disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, whom we had the good fortune to meet many times and hear from him. So he appeared in Orissa, in Ganjam district, and from appearance he was non-envious, good character, and then he was studying something else, but later he became interested to study Ayurveda, so he became Ayurvedic doctor, and he was in contact with one Madhusudan Sharma, who was also Ayurvedic doctor, who happened to be disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, and he used to hold programs in his house and in that chamber where he used to treat people. Different preachers of Gauriya Math, they were having programs. So in this way, Puri Maharaj became acquainted with Gauriya Math. And then that Madhusudan Sharma also took him to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. And he was serving the devotees, and then also he got Harinam initiation from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Then Prabhupada, soon after that, he disappeared. So then Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj, that time Nrishingananda, I think, he was remaining in the mat as a brahmachari and was serving very sincerely all Vaishnavas. And then he also became in charge of one mat in South India, in Kovur. And then he was like sort of kicked out from there, not because of any fault or something, but such was the arrangement. So when he came out, he said, okay, I will make 20 temples like this by the grace of Prabhupada. So he was staying with his god brothers, also Srila Sridhar Maharaj and others. Then he took sannyas from Srila Giri Goswami Maharaj, and then he started preaching, and together with his some god brothers, they made that mission, Krishna Chaitanya mission, and really he opened more than 20 temples in India, and also in South India, I think in Vishakhapatnam, also to the opening of that temple, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj came. They had a very close relationship, correspondence and everything. Also when Srila Swami Maharaj was disappearing from this world, that time Puri Maharaj came to visit him, and they spoke many things. And he was also invited to ISKCON Mayapur for opening and all. So good relation. That is why after the disappearance of Srila Sai Maharaj, many of his disciples also used to go to hear from Srila Bhaktivedanta Puri Maharaj in Vrindavan, Harikatha, and they were attracted and he helped a lot. So then in 92, Puri Maharaj was doing some illness pastimes. It looked like that he will disappear from this world. He stopped eating and everything. But suddenly again, he became well, and Sevak, he asked him what happened. Then Puri Maharaj told that I wanted to go, but Radharani did not allow me. She said, you have to preach more. So then, again, he was all right and was helping all devotees. And then these Western devotees, they encouraged him to come to West. So he came in 97, I think, first time. Italy and Spain, Austria and these places. Slovenia he came in 98 and in 99 to Croatia. I was on all those programs in Slovenia, not in 98, not in Slovenia, from 99 onwards, and in programs in Vienna and in Croatia. So he was preaching in Europe and also in America and everywhere in his old age, very compassionate. And he was fully established in pure Krishna Bhakti. You could feel that he is not like theoretical or practitioner or like, no, fully established, very strong, and strong in the sense very compassionate, very strict, and all the time teaching about surrender to Krishna and without any other ulterior desires. This devotion is not for enjoyment, it is for really for the service of Krishna. Then one can get nectar, transcendental nectar. So we had many association with him. I saw this in my first meeting with him in Slovenia. I saw this, that he is fully established in transcendental plane when he was brought to that place, and they told him, now you say something like speak Harikatha. Then like from internal, I got that vision. From internal, he started to speak outside Harikatha, and it was like a flow, continuous flow of all Siddhanta, Lila, everything was going. And then when they told him now it is time, already it is becoming late, so it is okay. Then again that went inside. For him, there was no interruption, like from before and after. He is established in that reality, always living in reality. When they requested him to speak, he just shared outside. And when they told him it is okay, then again he stopped speaking, but he himself was all the time, 24 hours, in Krishna Kirtan and Smaran and serving in his spiritual forum there in that Lila. So fully established in transcendental. That is why he could encourage so many people for devotion. Those who were already devotees, to encourage them to improve their devotion, and also knew so many everywhere he went. That is through Acharya. By his own example, he is established, and by that he is encouraging all others. So also when he was very already like physically doing pastime of weakness, still I remember in Vrindavan once I came and he was almost like lying down, but suddenly he sat very erect and looking at me and said Harer Nam, that verse. And Prabhu Kohilam Ei Mahamantriha Japagya. As if that he wants to inject that in me, that you have to preach this. There is no doubt in this. So I'm telling you, and you have to preach this point. Harinam, there is no other way in Kali Yuga except chanting Harinam. I felt like that he was injecting that to me by his words, and that he wants me to tell everywhere this, that there is no doubt in this. So you say this. So in the many things were there. I mentioned some days ago, because now we are in this topic in Srimad Bhagavatam. So I found that Harikatha, that was my first year when I met him in Slovenia, and there were initiations and I was asked to translate. So I was translating and I didn't know fully the story at that time. So I was a bit slow in translation or sometimes missing, but he noticed and he warned me, no, this is very important. You have to translate this properly. Means he wanted that all should know what he is saying here, that it is very important. So I want to read that. If any of you would want to say something about Puri Maharaj, you notify, hear me on chat. Otherwise, I will read this Harikatha. And then, as you know, after preaching everywhere, then suddenly he stopped speaking willingly. It is not that there was some problem, illness or something. No, willingly he stopped speaking, in the sense that I already told everything, so now you have to do. And he was only observing what is going on. Sometimes he spoke some few words if it was very relevant for some missionary thing or something, but otherwise not. Like I told everything. In that Lila also I met him in Mayapur, in that mat. We were waiting in front of the door. Then when Nishkinchan Maharaj opened the door, then I felt that transcendental atmosphere was coming out, means it burst out, or I don't know how to explain it. It just, you could feel it. And he was very shining, golden shining. And we entered and I bowed down to him and he was looking. I could know that he is recognizing me and everything. And we were speaking through eye contact only, everything. I cannot explain how it was happening. Then ultimately, then he just showed with hands, that full surrender to Krishna. That is the point of everything, full surrender to Krishna, not by words, but by his mood, by his eyes and by his hands. He showed me this is the point, full surrender to Krishna. I could feel that practically. And he also ordered me once to explain those songs of Sharanagati and many other things. So today we are observing his disappearance day. If you want to know in more details about his biography and what I could experience, you can hear on YouTube previous Harikathas on those where Vaishnava disappearance, appearance, you can find. So then they were preparing that he will join this Navadip Dham Parikrama, which will soon start. So he was in Visakhapatnam in south, in their mat in Visakhapatnam, and he was all right. Allopathic doctor checked him and also Ayurvedic, and he was all right. So no one could understand anything. There was no any illness, pastime, nothing. But for some days, he was saying, I will go to Vrindavan. But no one could understand what he means. So Brajendra also told him, no, not to Vrindavan, because we are having now Navadip Parikrama, we are going to Navadip. So, no, I will go to Vrindavan. Then they said, no, there is no ticket purchased for Vrindavan. So no one could understand. Then on today's day, after Arati, he got that lamp. He took that, he was sitting on his chair in his room, and they brought that lamp from Arati, Prasadi. And after Arati also Charanamrita he drank, and continuously he was looking at that photo of Raslila on the wall. And also he had on his table one photo of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Then he took that in his hand, and was for a very long time he was looking to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's photo, and then suddenly he just left this world, fully healthy, because devotees, they go by their own desire. It is not by some karma or something, no, by their own desire, and all were surprised. So then a whole program and everything changed. All devotees came to Puri, where they made samadhi there in the temple. That is their head office, Mat Aitota, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to stay there or during Gundicha pastimes. That is near Gundicha. So in this way, Maharaj disappeared, but he is eternal and he's all merciful. If we pray, we can get his grace. He was very, all the time, very encouraging to that you should preach this Krishna Bhakti. Everyone should preach Krishna Bhakti. You do this. But for doing this, you have to practice yourself. So in this way, he disappeared. And already before in Vienna and so many places, he told, my health is okay. Even though he was like 95, 96, he said, my health is okay. Why? Because whole life I'm following diet. Because he was Ayurvedic doctor, so he knew what is favorable for him, what kind of diet and how to eat and in regulated manner and all these things. So he was following that and he had no any problem whole life. So I want to hear this Harikatha. It was on 24th June 1999 in Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia. It was Harinam initiation, Harikatha. So Maharaj told, Sumeru, this is Sumeru, means where Radha Krishna are there, that big bit, and you should not cross Sumeru and come this side. If you want to continue Namam, means in this way he used to say for Harinam, for chanting of the holy name, if you want to continue Namam, you should not cross the Sumeru from this side. Here it is closed. Now from here again you can turn it, and again suppose you come here, again from there you turn it. Where you end, there you begin, means you know how to chant on Japamala. One should not continue chanting beyond that Sumeru, but has to turn. And Krishna Nam, Lord Krishna is superior, so his name is also superior to all the names. If you repeat Krishna Namam, you are repeating all other Namams. Sahasra Namas of Narayan, Vishnu, Vishnu Tattva. Means all 1,000 names of Narayan or Ramchandra, you know, Krishna is supreme. And you must think that I am this body. No, I am not this body. My identification is I am a soul, Atma. I am an Atma. I have no birth, no death. My body has birth, my body grows, my body decays, my body disappears, but I am always there. And this body is born according to my past karma. I have followed this body and my mind, my ego, my intellect, Mon, Buddhi, Ahankar. It is a subtle body. And this gross body. In this gross body, there is a subtle body. This body means this gross body will be buried, but subtle body, the mind and intellect and ego, Mon, Buddhi, Ahankar, these three will never die. They follow this Atma to another body. From Gita, then Maharaj is telling, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajanti ante kalevaram tam tam eveiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. From Gita. At the time of death, whatever the activities throughout the life we have done, it will be properly calculated, and according to it, we have to take another body. That body will be established. It is machinery. By machinery, just like a computer. The computer will give the result that in that life, 70 years or 80 years. This is the activity for them. Now you have to follow the result of that in the next life. So it is calculated, Maharaj wants to say, like a machinery, that what you did, then it will be decided for next life, you have to follow that result. There, you will be born as a man or a beast or a bird. We cannot say. According to our activities. And there in that body, this is called prarabdha. This is our prarabdha body. Prarabdha means whatever we have done in our previous life, we follow the result of those activities we have done in past life in this life. Till our death, we have to carry out. And at the time of death, the past prarabdha will be closed. Then in this life, whatever I have done, that will become prarabdha in my next life. The two types of prarabdha and aprarabdha, these two you can understand. So here I am explaining. Aprarabdha means you did some activities and the result of that did not yet fructify. It is like in a seed form. It is waiting for proper time. But prarabdha means that which already is fructifying. So, and kriyamana. Kriyamana is that which Maharaj here mentioned. Then in this life, whatever I have done, that will become prarabdha in my next life. So what I'm doing in this life by my free will, choosing what kind of actions, that is called kriyamana. So there are three, prarabdha, aprarabdha and kriyamana. So this is all calculated then, and in this way we are transmigrating. So here Maharaj says, these two you can understand. There is a book, the divine name. And in that divine name means book, everything like a picture he has mentioned, means very clearly it is mentioned there about these points. This book also Maharaj was distributing everywhere where he went, and he also requested to be translated into different languages, also Croatian languages. This is also the same book which I got in our mat first. When I got Harinam initiation, I also got it. It's a very nice book by one disciple of Srila Bhakti Thakur. And through the history of Haridas Thakur, whole Siddhanta and all, everything is very nicely explained, and about the importance of chanting the name. So it is a very good basis for one who took Harinam to be encouraged to chant. And then another is that you should not do harm to any animal or anybody. You must be purely vegetarian, because whatever food you take, you must offer to the Lord, and it will be accepted by the Lord. Then Tvayopayukta sraganda vasolankar charchita uchishta bojino dasa stava mayam jayema hi. This is from 11th canto Bhagavatam, where they say that taking your remnants, we can cross over this. Maya means all kinds of, Gandha means fragrance, and garland, his ornaments, cloth, everything. So here Puri Maharaj is saying, O Lord, if I take your blessings or remnants as we offer food to you, and you accept it and give the remnants, we must purchase a cloth, new dress, that we should keep at the lotus feet and use it. Means we should offer that cloth to the lotus feet of deity, of Krishna, and then use it. Then we will be practicing this to get all his blessings. Because here this verse, it is not, the number is not given here, but I know it is from 11th canto. Maybe I can find some other time. It means alankar, charge, all uchishta means remnants of food. All this we will take, and by this we will cross over Maya. So Puri Maharaj continuing, and anything, any golden ornaments or say necklaces, costly necklaces, that we will offer to the Lord and wear it. Tvayopayukta sraganda, sandal paste I must offer to my Lord and use remnant. Whatever we drink, water, whatever we eat, food, that should be offered to the Lord. Shri Krishna Arpanam Astu. It means I offer to my Lord Krishna. O Krishna, you accept. Unless I am a devotee, how can I offer? I don't want this vegetarian food. Then how can I give that other type of food to the Lord? I cannot give. Never he accepts. Means we cannot offer Krishna some other things except that which is stated in Shastra. And no gambling. Dyuta Pana Striya Suna. These are 4 important items. That Kali, the master of this age of Kali, he has entered into the world. Then Parikshit Maharaj was reigning, means ruling. He asked, who are you? Then he said, Kali. That Kali, what was he doing? A cow or a bull is there. Bull has lost 3 legs. Only on 1 leg he is resting and grazing. Man with a stick, dressed like an emperor, is beating that bull. Parikshit Maharaj got down from his chariot and went there, removed his sword and said, who are you? Why do you beat this unharmful bull? It is not harming anybody. It has no 3 legs. It has only 1 leg. Resting on 1 leg, it is grazing. Why should you beat it? Then he says, I am Kali Kal. Means this time of Kali or Kali Maharaj. Dharma, now Puri Maharaj is explaining, Dharma had 4 legs, means that bull. Tapas, Shaucha, Daya, Satyam. So this I explained at that time. Tapas means austerity. In Satya Yuga they could do austerity, tapa. Then Shaucha means cleanliness, Daya means compassion, and Satya means truthfulness. So here Maharaj is further telling, now of these 4 legs, 3 legs were gone. And Satya, Treta, Dwapar, now Kali Yuga. Whatever Satya, truth is there little, I want to break that also. Oh, I am Kali. So in Satya Yuga, all four were there. Tapa, Shaucha, Daya, Satyam. Then in Treta, tapas was gone. They could not do austerity because their mind was disturbed. And in Treta, Shaucham was there, so they could do yagya. They could not do meditation. And in Dwapara, there was compassion. That is why also Kauravas and Pandavas, you will find, they cooperated for when the Gandharvas attacked. So once one devotee asked our Gurudev how we can convince devotees to cooperate for the same cause like Kauravas and Pandavas. Then Gurudev smiled because that was in Dwapar Yuga, that compassion was there. But now in Kali Yuga there is no compassion. Only truthfulness is up to some degree, and that is by those who are chanting holy name. So there is no any other way, our Gurudev taught, in Kali Yuga than chanting holy name. By any other thing, you will not be able to achieve the ultimate goal of unity and all this. Only by chanting purely under the guidance of pure devotee. So in here, Kali Maharaj, Puri Maharaj is saying, Kali Maharaj said, I want to break that also. This, whatever little truthfulness is there, that I want to break also. So this is Kali Yuga, we can directly experience this. There is difficult to find someone speaking truth, lying for some purpose. So this is all the work of Kali Maharaj. Here Puri Maharaj is continuing. No, no. As long as I am here, means Parikshit Maharaj speaking, you cannot enter into my borders. Sir, Krishna has gone. Now, when Krishna has gone, my time has come. I must rule the world. Then Kali Maharaj is saying, how can you drive me out? You please give me a place where I can stay. Abhyartitas tada tasmai stanani kalaya dadau. Then Parikshit Maharaj said, okay, I receive you. I give you 4 places. Dyutam means gambling. Panam means all sorts of intoxication. Striyam means illicit traffic with women and men. Illicit traffic. This traffic I saw today as a verb. It means like some illegal trade or some illegal doing something with illegal traffic. Not only that road traffic, but traffic means like illegal smuggling or some illegal business like this. What is illegal? So here Puri Maharaj is explaining this. And killing animals. These are the 4 places I give. Then he said, Kali Maharaj said, no, I'm not belly full. I'm still hungry. Means my belly is not yet full. I'm still hungry. In Bhagavatam, we will see, because that was only the starting of Kali Yuga. So these activities were not rampant at that time. They were not going on. So Kali Maharaj said, I have nowhere to go. Then Parikshit Maharaj said, now, yes, so Kali Maharaj is saying, now you give one other place where I can enjoy these 4. Punascha yacha manaya yatarupam adat prabhu. Again, when Kali Maharaj begged, then Parikshit Maharaj said, I will give you gold. So with gold, tato anritam, untruth. If anybody has gold, he will never expose it to others. He cannot speak the truth. Suppose if you have got money in your purse, if anybody asks, what is the amount you have got in your purse? He will say nothing. He cannot declare it. And one, madam, he will have some sort of arrogance. I will do. I have got money. I will do as I like. Nobody can talk to me. So, taton ritam madam kamam rajo vairam cha panchamam. Raja, guna or lobham, he will have more greediness and desires. So we will hear in Bhagavatam that all these four are in the gold, because when one will have gold and or more money, then naturally he will try to enjoy all those four because he has that chance because of money. So money is ruling, and those who are having, they will misuse for these activities. So Kali is staying there in now here Puri Maharaj will continue. You will see. Then Kali Maharaj said, yes, I am now happy. I don't want anything from you anymore. So these four things must be avoided, not the wealth. Wealth is an extraordinary question. One cannot have such wealth. Only for the need they must have. Anyhow for things. So here English is because Puri Maharaj speaking. So means too much money and being attached to money, that is problematic. But you should not like totally renounce money, because otherwise how you will maintain? So only as much as necessary you will find in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, 8th limb of devotional service. One should not accept too much or too little this worldly wealth, only for the sake of maintenance, so that he can do devotion. So that much and in appropriate way. But if there is attachment and greed for more and more and more and more, that will be problematic. But these other four, they have to be totally given up. Meat eating, intoxication, illicit sex, and gambling, totally you have to give. Money, only not too much, not too little. Four things are gambling, intoxication, drinking beer, drinking wine, or other cigarettes, coffee. Everybody is smoking cigarettes. Doctors ask them not to smoke. If they smoke, throat cancer will be there, yet they smoke. All these things are harmful. And nowadays, illicit traffic with women. No. All your desires fulfill with your married woman or married husband. And don't kill animals. And now you repeat Namam, means chanting holy name. If you repeat Namam, you are doing all the auspicious activities. Every moment you are reading Vedas as a scripture. And you are performing all sorts of yagyas, offerings. Yagyas, fire yagyas. And then roaming, visiting all the sacred places. If you repeat Namam, you do all these things. And you do always charity. Charity also is there, Dhanam, everything. By chanting holy name, all is. You do every auspicious activity if you repeat Namam. it is equal to numberless auspicious activities. Unlimited auspicious activities, they can be, you will get only by chanting holy name. So Namam is the supreme. Namam will give us the highest seat of Vaikuntha. And higher to Vaikuntha is Goloka. And at Goloka, Krishna is there. And I can reach Krishna with repeating Namam. First, this Shraddha. We must have faith in the Namam. Then Sadhu Sangha. Then we must have real sadhu's blessings from whom we will receive the mantra or Namam. Then Bhajana Kriya means according to his advice we practice the bhajan. And through bhajan all my anarthas, ignorance will be destroyed. I can clearly understand myself. I can clearly understand about the Lord and the favorable activities to the Lord. And which are not favorable, you must discard it. And that I can understand by bhajan. Do bhajan. You must be regularly doing bhajan. Then Nishtha means here Puri Maharaj is saying if one will chant, then you will clearly understand myself. Means you will realize who you are and who is Krishna, what is your relation with him, and what is favorable, means what is pleasing to him and what is not. All this will be there. If someone will sincerely do bhajan, it will be revealed. Then Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava and Prema. Gradually we will be free from impurities. We will attain purity. Because we are in this clouded darkness in the night, we have no perfect eyesight. Though we have eyesight, we require light. Light is not there. Due to darkness, I cannot see. Due to ignorance, I do not know what is the righteous path. I am unable to select. And that by performing constantly Namam, means chanting of holy name, all this will be performed automatically. Krishna will bless you. You must surrender to Krishna. Lord Krishna, you bless me. I have surrendered to you. I belong to you. You are my father. You are my brother. You are my mother. You are my wealth. You are my knowledge. Everything you are. So please bless me. So saying, do your duty. Do your business, anything. Means you have to have this understanding. Also one time, Puri Gosvami Maharaj in one hill here in Yanche, he told me that time, this in Sharanagati, Krishna is the only maintainer and sustainer, protector. This you have to know. This you have to understand. And with that understanding, you do your duty. Means your work and everything. With that understanding. So here he's also telling, whatever you eat, ask, Krishna I offer, Krishna Arpanamastu, then eat. This is one, the Krishna Arpanamastu is one mantra for offering also, means I am offering this to Krishna, then eat. Anything, house, Krishna is yours, everything is yours. That doesn't mean that you are deprived of this. No, you will have more strength because Krishna is the guardian. So when we offer our house to Krishna, we understand it belongs to Krishna. That does not mean that I will be deprived of the house, but it will be better because Krishna will be guardian. It is Krishna's house. So everything we have to offer to Krishna and do our duty to him. Ananyas chintayanto mam je jana parjupasade tesha mita bijuktanam jogakema bhameham. In Gita it is told, who unconditionally surrenders to me and remembers me always, I will protect him. I will give him what he wants, and what he has, I will protect. Krishna promised to you. So you should do this namam. And you know that you should not hate or abuse or ridicule other systems of religion. Or you need not ridicule a Vaishnava, a sadhu. And you must obey, completely obey the order of Guru, spiritual master. Don't disobey. It is for your welfare. And Guru doesn't want anything from you. He wants to give you the spiritual knowledge. And you may be benefited, you may be happy, all should be happy. Day and night you remember him and do Harinamam. Krishna, 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 Krishna. This is simple way. It is not difficult way. Very simple to repeat Namam. While doing Namam, don't talk with anybody. If you do Namam, don't talk. If you have to talk, stop the Namam and then talk. Not while doing Namam. Don't talk. If anybody says, this means when chanting on Japamala, Puri Maharaj was very strict in this matter, that when you are chanting on Japamala, that time you should not speak other things with others. What to speak of, like chanting mala and reading something or hearing on internet like this, or this. No, that is not, you are not practicing concentration to the name, so it is one kind of offense. So he even prohibited, you will find in his disciples, I saw, they will not speak. They hear, like Puri Maharaj told, if someone asks you something, then you wait. I'm finished when you come to Sumeru. You are in the halfway, now you are talking, means it is gone. Yes, now if you come to Sumeru, then stop it, then you can talk. So I'm explaining, in Japamala, if you are in the middle of round, then you start speaking something with someone, then Puri Maharaj said you have to again continue from beginning, that round. That round is not completed and you have to from beginning. Only if you come to the end of the round, then you stop chanting, then you can speak to others. Then that round will be counted, but otherwise not. So you will find his disciple. That is very good actually, because japa is meant for this, for chanting. I heard from Vaishnavas that only under such circumstance, that if there is anything very urgently necessary for some service of Krishna, some devotee, like Pujari is asking where is there, or something, some urgent for service necessity, then you can say that will not be deviated from the service of Krishna, then you can continue chanting. But otherwise, any other talk or any other thing, reading or hearing or something, that is not proper during chanting on mala, because that will be inattentiveness and it is not pleasing to Krishna. So gradually you will know all this and the Nam will make you know. Nam is all powerful. Nam is so powerful. He is omnipotent. He will let you know what to do and what not. Everything. You will repeat Namam, you will be happy always. Do Namam. So then Maharaj then explains here about following Ekadashis twice in a month if you cannot do complete fasting, then you can take those fruit juice, fruit, buttermilk, these things. In the beginning, it may be difficult, but then it will become a regular affair for you. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of Ekadashi, because people think all these days it is easy, but on Ekadashi day we should spend 4 times more, as if we cannot survive. Not that. It will be only as a beginner you may have that, and after that you will relish it. So in the beginning, beginner will have that fear from Ekadashi, but after that you will relish it. Means you will after that you will relish it, and you will appreciate it, and you will invite it. That yes, I will do fast. So that will change. Then one last point he's speaking here. Now men live to eat. They only want to eat and live. But one must live to offer his prayers to the Lord. Eat to live, or live to eat. They live only to eat. Means to enjoy. We are living so that we can enjoy eating. But devotee, he will eat in order to live. But how he will live? He will live to offer his prayers to the Lord. Yes, but eat to live means they must live how? By worshipping Lord. With handful happiness they can live, but with full suffering, what is the use of living? So those who are not worshipping Krishna, they may be living, but they're with suffering. So what is the use? But those who are devotees, with handful happiness they can live, means with full happiness. When he doesn't suffer, then he feels happy and enjoys. As long as he wants, he can live. But a man who is suffering, he does not want to live. He wants to go away as if he has no purpose. That should not be there. So means suicide. Someone is suffering so much, so he's thinking better I should finish, because all the time suffering. But those who are devotees, they are always happy, so they can live as long as they want. They are always ready to live, not to commit suicide. But a man who is suffering, he doesn't want to live. He wants to go away as if he has no purpose. That should not be there. So now you will find that people, they are suffering, so they cannot solve and they cannot bear. So then they will do intoxication and drugs and these things. But that will also ruin them. So unless one accepts Krishna, then he will have to go in that direction, but that will ruin him. So better to surrender to Krishna and worship him, then we'll be happy. So here Puri Goswami Maharaj gave these instructions. One time I also asked him in Vienna, Maharaj, what can I do to please you? What service I can do? Then Maharaj said, Namam. You do Namam. Then I will be happy. Means if you chant holy name, then because they have no need. They came to this world only for this purpose, to engage us in the service of Krishna. When they see we are taking it seriously, then they are happy, because they know Krishna will be happy. So today is Srila Maharaj's Disappearance Day. I am remembering his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy and for the strength that I may follow these instructions of his. Tomorrow we will start with preparation for Navadip Dham Parikrama, which will start on Wednesday.